I'm going to show you how you work with Notepad++. It's a little bit different. First of all, you bring up Notepad++, go to the folder Notepad++, and then double click the program. Once you have it up, there'll be a start file that you'll want to use called structure.html, which you'll create. I believe it's on page 16 in the book. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. Works like every other program. I'll open it. I've already navigated it to the right directory, and well, I have not navigated on this one. So you'll have to see how I get into this. But it's called structure. You'll have to name it structure. So I'll bring up structure. Also notice that there's it keeps track of which files you have open. So as you have, right now I have 2 files open. If I had 5 open, it would have like tabs. Pretty similar to what we had in Access, kind of the same type of feel. If I want to get rid of this documentation one that we had showed earlier, as long as that one's chosen, I can just say File, Close. Now that one closed and structure stayed up. So you can close and open tabs as you want. You might want to copy code from one to another, so it'll keep remembering what you've done historically, so you'll have to physically specifically close ones that you don't think that you'll need anymore. But you might want to have quite a few of them open, not just one. You will have a page in our book where you'll have to type this. This is structure. You'll want to make sure it's validated, which basically means it's clean, it conforms to the standards. But once you have one of these set up, what you would do is you would start with this right away, do File, Save As. I'm going to save it to my desktop just because it's easier for me to find, and I'm just going to call it an example. And I'm on my desktop. Make sure that you choose HTML, hypertext markup language. If you don't, when you bring it up in Notepad++, you will not see purple, red, you will not see the colors. That's a common problem. I'm going to click Save. So right away I'm going to save it as something else because I don't want to change the structure. That's going to be the same one that I use to start up anytime I have to do something new, which in your case will be when you start your labs. So now I have it. Notice it's called an example HTML. And if I want to work with this, what I would suggest, this is Windows 7, so I can drag this to the left, and I just saved it to the desktop. I can go ahead and find that. So it's a little bit different, and I called it an example. See if I can find that here. Doesn't look like it's saved to my desktop. Here it is. I double click it. Probably a better way to do it would be to view it by details. Whoops, I'm in the wrong part here, over here. And you might want to sort them by type. And then you can look, whoops, look at the right ones. An example. I'm not being able to see that. Here we go. It's Firefox. I'll double click it. And here's what I have, nothing, right? I'm going to take that and I'm going to snap it to the right. So I got to take the whole, oops. Okay, snap that to the right. I had this one snapped to the left. I would suggest that you get the code to the left and the viewer to the right. Really, a browser is a viewer. Then, as you add your code, I'm going to add a couple blank lines there. You'll find out how to do paragraphs. It's just a P. I'm just going to say this is a paragraph. Notice it has to start with the starting tag, P for paragraph, and the less than and greater than signs within that, and then it has to end with a forward slash. So they have to match up. Notice as I click them, they both turn purple. So it kind of gives you some indication that they're matching up. Notepad++ does have some color coding. So if you don't see things matching up with colors when you click on the start tag or the end tag and they don't seem to match, that means that it doesn't recognize that they go together. Something's wrong. So now what I do is I save. This is not tricky. I'll probably just click that or Control S, but so you can see it, I'll click that. Now as I save that, I did a little bit of work. Off to the right, if I have my viewer, and if I do refresh, I don't know if I can do refresh over here, it's so small. If I click refresh, this is a paragraph shows up. And hopefully you can have your refresh show without doing that. If I wanted to add some more stuff, I could just, I'm a speed typer, right? Okay. I could do that. I'll do Control S this time for save. And if I go over here and click refresh, ooh. Now where'd my refresh go? Here it is. It put it in there. That's how you need to work with HTML. You work over here a little bit, you save, you see if it looks the way you want it to look, and the book will show you how it's supposed to look.